Hello everyone, welcome to Rev Sports. Alongside I have Amit Shah and Rohit Juglan will join in a bit. But Amit bhai, the same questions everywhere which I am hearing. In fact, from my friends also. जीत जाएंगे ये वाला मैच एक मैच भी जीतेंगे सीरीज में क्वेश्चंस लाइक दैट एंड इट इज वेरी हार्ट ब्रेकिंग for a fan, yeah, for anybody that we are talking like this about a champion team who has just become the world champion in the month of March. And now they're struggling to win a single match. Big humiliation in the last match if we talk about 76 all out, 125 runs defeat, one of the biggest run defeat in terms of T20I. Without wasting any time, Amit, I would like to ask you first things first. How is the weather? I could see the weather is very sunny and good, but how is the weather and how are the conditions currently? What are the difference between the conditions in Nottingham and Bristol?
It's a beautiful weather, Srishti. See, if you look at here, it's quite sunny. It's like a Indian kind of a weather here. But again, that you have to raise the question that what was the result after in this game? Uh, See,
Hmm.
there are multiple questions are there in the team management. What are the team combination they are going to be play? What are the wicket? I guess the ground here is little bit smaller because this is not a
Hmm.
regular venue. So ground is little bit smaller. So now there is a question that NNC in Nottingham also there are similar conditions like India, but our batting lineup completely failure. Completely failure. We thought that our team will do better because Indian kind of a surface was there, completely pata wicket, and our bowler done quite a handsome job because to restrict the England team in 200 runs, it quite a commendable job. But the we were expecting some miracle from our batting order that was completely failure, and I guess that's why Gautam Gambhir has come and Gautam Gambhir has raised the issue. And he has clear one point that the coach and Sanju Samson they already had one chat and there is a clarity. Some people were saying that Sanju Samson is little bit unhappy and he is
Hmm.
going alone from Nottingham to Bristol. But I guess he was with the team because we saw in the footages also when the team arrived. So now it's completely alright, completely fine. So we are just waiting. Some miracle is going to happen here, and the miracle boy, the what we can say, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. We need a three-figure mark from him in this ground because this ground is smaller. And I think if we need to win the game, we need to rectify all our mistakes. Otherwise, this series result is not in favor of us because from here we are not winning the series. So let's see.
100%.
There are multiple questions arise, and Rohit is joining. Rohit will give you the more clear picture on this.
Yes, 100%. Rohit, do or die match for India. Yeah, like India can't win the series from here, obviously, but at least everybody can expect that India can win this match and the next match in Southampton and just draw the series. So, according to you, do you think there will be any changes in the playing
म्यूट
11
कर दो
or
अपना
they will
जब
play
मैं
the
जवाब
same
दे रहा हूँ.
team? What happened?
So yeah,
Yes.
means look, the thing is that the conditions. If you talk about the conditions, as Shabai told you that in Nottingham also in Trent also, it's very similar. The thing is that we are lacking as far as countering the hard lens are concerned. If you are looking at a clear picture from England's point of view, they are only targeting one thing. They are only putting ball in that 8 to 10 meter mark, or rather 6 to 10 meter mark. And there's what, the things are getting difficult for these Indian batters. I was reading certain articles today, and they were also saying that it's not the very first time that this team is lacking in these kind of situations or these kind of conditions. Just a second, हाँ. शाबाश, अपना वो वॉल्यूम थोड़ा सा बंद कर दीजिए जब मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. So so the thing is that England is targeting on short length as far as Indian team is concerned, and this is not new. Now, from here onwards, the bigger picture is that can we score runs in the square area of the ground? If we can score runs in the square area of the ground, then we can only win. Because straight down the ground, they are not giving us the balls. So the and again in this very ground also in Bristol also, if you see the dimensions, it's again very wavered. And in my multiple conversations, be it English, be it with Hindi, I always told this, that in England you won't find any ground with a perfect size, with the perfect size. The kind of grounds we have in India, you won't find anything like that here in England or in UK also. We saw what was the ground dimensions in Belfast. We saw how the grounds are here. If you talk about these multiple grounds, from Durham to then Manchester to then Nottingham to then now to Bristol. So you will found grounds like these, but the big thing is that can we plan according to those grounds? If they are not allowing us to bowl in that certain area or bat in that particular fashion, can we play down the ground? Because here also the straight boundary is very very, means what we can say, the straight boundary is not that far, and the square boundary is where the trick is there. So if you look at the lengths of a Josh Tongue, if you look at the lengths of a Jofra Archer, you are getting a clear picture that at the early part of the innings, when there is a slight bit of movement, they are pitching it up, because they know if there's any kind of movement there, yes, they will get the help from the wicket and they will take the early wickets. If not that, then look at how quickly Jofra Archer giving Vaibhav Suryavanshi the ball short and wide, and when Vaibhav hit him for a 6 over point, then he adjusted his line. The length was quite similar, but the line was almost into the head. And that's where that thing happened, where it touched the glove and it went to Butler's gloves. So look at the fast, recovery plans and the backup plans they are coming with. At the early 2 over, 3 over, 4 over mark, max 4 over mark, they are putting it up. And if they are not getting any kind of help, they are, hitting it 6 to 10 meters line, length rather. So that's what exactly they are doing. And if we can't able to rectify that thing here in this particular ground, we're going to lose this game. It's nothing but only about Indian batters hitting English bowlers square of the ground, and try to hit them. If they are not allowing you to hit straight, then try to invent something to hit straight down the ground. Because here you don't have to score 230, 225, 220. No, that's not going to be the ideal score here. Either the wicket is a little, a sluggish one, or it has a wonderful bounce. And with the kind of pace these two have, Josh Tongue and Jofra Archer, over 140, over 145, so the kind of pace you are used to, and in the kind of wickets that you are playing these bowlers into, is completely different from the conditions here and from this kind of bowlers when you are playing here. And that's why Jofra Archer said that playing in IPL and scoring in IPL is a little bit of easy thing as compared to hitting the bowlers here in these different grounds, because here the pace and bounce is little different from the pace and bounce you get in India. So suppose you are hitting a ball in a chest height, if you compare it with India, that similar bounce is coming right near to the shoulder. So a chest height ball
Yes.
become a shoulder height ball just because of the kind of bounce they are getting with the similar kind of pace. So this is what exactly happening, from last 4 to 5 games. And this is the only reason. There is no other reason why we are losing. Obviously, the first game we lost in the Belfast is because of the chances we dropped. The catches were
Hmm.
dropped, and that's obviously uh, the main reason in last 1 to 2 years that why we are losing. But the most important reason why India is losing is because they can't able to hit the hard lens square of the wicket.
Yes, very rightly said. Amit, I would like to ask you, like, there are many talks about one single thing, that Team India's batting lineup, Team India's players, they bat well more in the like flat tracks, something like flat tracks. So, do you agree with that? Do you think that they are only a good team in the flat tracks, and whenever they get a sluggish or like, a difficult pitch to bat in, do you think that they struggle at that time and they're okay when the pitch is flat in India?
See, that Rohit had explained regarding the
Hmm.
shots which Vaibhav Suryavanshi is playing, and Rohit had explained regarding the bowling, how the
Hmm.
Jofra Archer and Sam Curran and the other bowlers are bowling. See, I think there is some problem with this team, that they are not acclimatized the condition, because your flat track is okay in India. The ball is coming on the bat very nicely because the wicket is
Yes.
little bit harder, but here In England, the in England surface there was some spongy bounces there, and what are the pace bowlers are doing? They are just, when they are releasing the ball, they are just putting some extra effort when they are releasing the ball, and they are bowling on the good spot or on the sweat spot. So from there the ball is moving, and our batsman couldn't adjust the shot. That's why the entire middle order is also collapsing. I think there is a warning bell for the entire batting unit, including the middle overs. And Rohit is raising the points from the first game regarding the vice captain Tilak Verma. Tilak Verma is completely out of the form. 140 odd knock he has played, but when you are a deputy captain, when you are helping Shreyas Iyer in a captaincy, it's your responsibility to go and play up to the mark. Because see, I think this is the best. This is a world champion side, and if you are playing like this is not a real cricket. And I think coach is coming here to just defend you, but your performance is declining day by day. If you are checking the Belfast to Nottingham, your batting lineup is not up to the mark, and 76 runs all out. This is the worst performance on the English soil from our batting unit. So I think this is the warning bell for the entire batting unit, because Shreyas Iyer and few other guys, they are part of a one day squad also. And in one day also you will get a similar kind of a conditions. You are playing in Birmingham, and then you're going to Cardiff, which is little up north side. There you can get the breeze, and again it will be the difficult situation for the batsmen. Although Virat and Rohit, two experienced batsmen, are coming in your squad, and they already started the practice, but I guess in this batting unit you have to show your intent. You have to play some serious knocks, because yesterday we saw when the team are coming from Nottingham, the entire batting unit space is little bit down, and they are not. They are completely, some stress is on their face.
Hmm.
Coach is saying that you need to take a time for the adaptability and all, but we have mentioned in our show after the game that it's almost 2 or 2.5 weeks पास तब अब तक तो आपको जो है अडेप्टेबिलिटी कर लेनी चाहिए यहाँ पर. But if you are not
बिल्कुल.
if you are not learning from your losses, I think this is not a serious cricket your batting unit is playing here. So I think the different kind of a result we are expecting here in this Gloucestershire ground, because this ground is smaller, because this is not a regular ground. The teams are not playing here on a regular basis. Only the county matches they are playing. And India is also playing after a long time here. So maybe just we are expecting, because each and every game we are just claiming that our batting unit will fire today, but end of the day the results are same. So there are some technical points which this team knows, but they are not implementing on the ground. So we'll hope that we will see some good knock from our middle orders as well as the openers.
100%. See, whenever we talk about acclimatization, adaptability, this team, whenever they are in the practice sessions, whatever visuals which are provided, we always see that they are looking in a fine touch in the nets, in the practice sessions. And still, whenever there is a talk about adaptability or acclimatization, yes, we could have thought about it if it was the first game, if it was the second game. Now it's a long time. They have been here for a very long time. It have been I guess 2 to 3 weeks now. So I don't know what's the issue with the acclimatization and adaptability. Rohit bhai, do you agree with Amit when he said that the middle order? Because again, we are talking about everyone, but the middle order is also there, which is struggling. They are unable to stitch good big partnership, and also they are unable to accelerate when it's needed. When they're accelerating, it's quite a delay. बहुत देर हो चुकी होती है जब तक एक्सेलरेट वो लोग करते हैं.
So I think the major thing is that it's not about mostly it's not about the adaptability thing, which I personally feel, and that's why I give you the detailed answer in the very first part of my
Hmm.
of this video, that it's not only about adaptability. Adaptability is something when you see a different kind of weather, you are playing in completely different. Okay, that can be easily you can easily understand this. And I've heard people are saying that, oh, T20 cricket mein kya adaptability chahiye. When you play in different kind of conditions, you need adaptability for a specific day or for first 2 days, 3 days. It's the weather, it's the wind, it's a different kind of wicket, the pitch is completely different, so you need adaptability for a starting phase. But as you rightly said, that we are here since 22 of last month, 22nd June. We landed here on 21st June, team landed here I think on 22nd or 23rd. And it's more than 2 weeks now. So adaptability, as far as the weather and the condition are concerned, is not a question as of now. Trent Bridge, there was no way near, that you can say, oh, it was windy. No, it was not windy. No, it was not cloudy. No, the wicket was obviously that was not something which you can compare with the subcontinent wicket. But if you look at the Indian batters, look what they are doing in the net session. Again, they are only playing the bowlers who can bowl 130, 125. Someone can touch in a means for 2 balls or 3 balls can touch 140. But are you playing the 145, 150 bowlers in the nets? No. So the kind of bounce they are facing, more specifically, it's about bounce. It's not about pace. Indian batters
Hmm.
versus pace, maybe they can score runs. Indian batters with these similar kind of bowlers, you can see them scoring runs in the Indian wickets. Again, these same bowlers, or maybe bowlers who can bowl quick. But the thing is that with that kind of bounce, suddenly there is a raise in the bounce, and you can't able to play those deliveries. And it's not only about India. If you look at the hard lengths in Dubai also during the Asia Cup time, you'll see that again they were struggling in those hard lengths also. And if you see them in Australia, when they were playing that game in Perth, when they were playing in Adelaide, suddenly the wicket got a little easier in Sydney, and you see, people were scoring runs. And I'm not questioning Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli because those two were the main guys who scored runs in that particular game. But I'm giving you an overall picture that it's not about adaptability. In nets also, you are playing the same bowlers. Yes, Raghu is quicker, the throwdown experts are quicker, but then there is obviously a different kind of practice you do against your main bowlers. And obviously you try to hit your throwdown experts also with the same kind of intensity. But playing a bowler and playing a throwdown expert, it's not the same thing. Yes, they were very close. Yes, they can bowl you those quick deliveries. Yes, they can test your skills, but there is a bit of difference, and that's where the thing comes up. And it's not about one batter or two batter or three batter. It's about all the team. It's about all the batters in this team. There are batters who are struggling against spin, there are batters who are struggling against pace, but all of the batters are struggling against hard length. And when it comes down to play square of the wickets, there's a big problem as far as that particular incident means this particular scenario is concerned. So for me, it's nothing to do with adaptability. Give these guys 2 months here in these conditions only, put them here for 2 months, they will eventually lose the series. Why? Because the reason is not the weather, the reason is not the wind, the reason is not the conditions, the reason is not the pitch. The reason is that you have a specific problem. And you played T20 World Cup in certain kind of wickets, you played IPL in a certain kind of wicket, and now these are different, completely different kind of wickets. When you are coming here, you go to Australia, you go to South Africa, you will definitely be challenged by the bounce of the wicket. And knowing this, that your batters can't able to can't able to score square of the wicket. So until and unless you change this, you will struggle in any part of the world you go to.
Yes, very rightly said. And I really feel that again, the thing is around the middle order also. Not like, see, the openers, they are starting up good, they are stitching a partnership. The moment it comes down to the middle order batters, they are unable to stitch the early partnership. And I feel, it's my personal opinion, I feel that they are unable to accelerate at the time when it's needed. It's totally my opinion, which I have observed in the game since Belfast. So I think that's also an issue, because I think, Amit, the bowlers are doing their job, the batters are struggling. But still, do you think there could be any changes in India's bowling attack in this match, or it would be the similar, it would be the same bowling lineup, same bowling unit as the previous match?
See, we haven't seen the wicket yet because yesterday only we all are arrived and the stadium was closed.
Yes.
And but today team management they look the wicket, and maybe now the team management will decide, because here it's a very Indian kind of a weather. It's almost 26, 27 degree temperature is here. It's a quite chilly hot, very hot condition here. So I guess maybe they will. they will pick one extra spinning all rounder, maybe might be Washington Sundar, but Harshit Rana and Prince Yadav, they are the these two pace batteries took the couple of wickets for the last game, and thanks to Prince Yadav, that team management chose him and he picked up the 2 wickets. So here again, you are relying on uh, Harshit Rana as a medium pace all rounder. But uh, see, there are a big question mark on the middle order, which I'm again and again I'm saying. But why you want to
Yes.
depending upon your Harshit Rana, because your middle order battery is completely, they are not performing at all. I think if you are, आपको ऐसी कंडीशन अगर मिली जो सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ इंडियन कंडीशन है, अगर आप यहाँ नहीं रन करेंगे तो क्या करेंगे? द वे रोहित इज
बिल्कुल।
एक्सप्लेन द अडेप्टेबिलिटी कि आप कभी भी आइए, आप कभी भी खेलिए, द रिजल्ट्स आपके सेम होंगे। सी आप जब तक आप अपने गलतियों पर निजात नहीं पाते, इफ यू आर नॉट रेक्टिफाइंग योर मिस्टेक एंड इफ यू आर नॉट अडेप्ट देम वेरी क्विकली, तब तक तो आपके रिजल्ट सेम ही रहेंगे। तो आप कोई भी टीम खिला लीजिए, आइदर यू गो विथ योर ऑल द स्पेशलिस्ट ऑलराउंडर्स बैट्समैन, अगर आप संजू सैमसन को भी टीम में ले लीजिए, रिजल्ट विल बी द सेम, बिकॉज ईच एंड एवरी डिपार्टमेंट यू हैव टू डू योर बेस्ट। मुझे लग रहा है कहीं ना कहीं दिस टीम इज लैकिंग। अगर आपके बैट्समैन अच्छा करते हैं तो बॉलर को प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है, बॉलर सही करते
हाँ।
हैं तो बैट्समैन प्रॉब्लम करते हैं। द 76 रन मार्क, which is really shameful for the Indian team, because the same team we won the World Cup here, और आप आते हैं और immediately 4-5 मैच के बाद आप ऐसे परफॉर्म करते हैं। The same batsman unit, they have just fired in IPL 1 month back, 1 महीने पहले IPL में अच्छा किया है सबने और आप खराब प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। The same your captain Shreyas Iyer, who played Mumbai Premier League and scored the runs, the same batsman Shivam Dube, he scored the runs। आपके प्लेयर्स जो हैं वो उनको प्रैक्टिस भी करके आ रहे हैं, ऐसे नहीं कि उनको अभ्यास नहीं मिला है, प्रैक्टिस भी उनको मिली है, दे आर इन टच। बट इफ दे आर परफॉर्मिंग लाइक दिस, तो कहीं ना कहीं खमियां आप में है, आप उसको सुधार नहीं कर रहे। भले आपका कितना भी सपोर्ट स्टाफ आकर के मीडिया से बात करके जो है वो चीज़ों को सुलझाने का प्रयत्न करे, बट सिस्टम में जो कमियां हैं, वो सिस्टम में कमियां अब तक जो है उसका निजात आपको नहीं मिला। यू हैव नॉट फाइंड द प्रॉपर सोल्यूशन येट। So I guess I just hope, keep my finger crossed that we can find out today at least the solution. So rest of the 4 matches, 3 ODIs and 1 T20, at least we can do better and our batting unit will do better.
Yes, very rightly said. Rohit, before we close the show, I would like to ask that what are your expectations from this match? Do you think Indian team can fire back and they can just end the losing streak, because it's a very big deal. After winning the T20 World Cup, you're unable to win a single match. You are unable to win a single match, and I think that's a very big problem. And just in case if India loses this match also, Shreyas Iyer would be thrown under the bus. A lot of scrutiny, a lot of talks will be around him also as a captain. And also, I really feel that Arshdeep Singh's form is also in a bit of a dip. He is going for runs. If he is doing better in the early stages, then in the after stages, he is going for runs. So, what are your expectations from today's match? What do you think? What could happen today? Can India win this match according to you?
They can win. The thing is not that can they win this game or not.
Hmm.
It's the bigger thing which is at this point of time in focus. Because look, a win here doesn't give you any kind of means. Obviously, yes, the series will be alive for Southampton, but the bigger picture is that
Yes.
can you just answer the questions where it is strucking at this moment, where the problems are coming from? Can you answer that? It's not about, I'm not watching this series now that can India win this series or not, or means they
Hmm.
can't win this series from here onwards. Can they level the series or not? That's not the bigger question. Because ultimately you have to play white ball cricket in New Zealand. And why I'm saying the away
Yeah.
venues, because your World Cup is in different kind of conditions, and your LA 2028 Olympics is at different kind of conditions. In couple of months you have to play the Asian Games also. So cricketing wise, if you look at these different conditions, you have to be very much particular about that. What kind of a conditions are you playing in? So maybe two wins from here and we say, wow, we solved all the problems. No, it doesn't
Not at
work
all.
like that. You know. So for me, The biggest question is that I want to see that how they can counter the plans as far as English team is concerned. If they counter the plan well and they lost by 1 run or 2 runs, I'll be immensely satisfied, because this team ultimately is going for the answers rather than for victory. So before the victory thing, I want the answers. That can our batters do that particular thing which, which the England team is preparing them. They are preparing specific plans, that where we have to bowl to them. They have specific field placements that look exactly here. We want to set field for these kind of players. Remember the first six Webb of Suryavanshi hit to Jofra Archer in previous game. There was a fielder there at deep point, but it sails over his head for the six. So yes, that's the ability of Webb of Suryavanshi. But what I'm trying to say here is they have plans, and more than a victory, I need answers. I need Indian team countering these things, like a Durham innings. Look at what Shreyas did in Durham. He played square of the wicket. Look at the square cuts he scored, and he's the only batter at this point of time. If you want me to put my money in someone's name, it is Shreyas Iyer's name. That he can play those kind of shots. He has that game that he can play, and evolve as far as the innings is concerned. So yes, Shreyas has that game. I want to see that game, because captain wise, obviously he hasn't won anything as of now in this particular series, neither in this series nor in the first one, which we played in UK. 2-0 it was. They were 2-0 up and one game abandoned due to rain. So for me, for Shreyas Iyer, for the Indian head coach, yes, the head coach is saying that we are trying new things for sure. That I'm not going all berserk about this, that, oh, how can we lose. You have to see this, that we have a Webb of Suryavanshi. We are trying a 15-year-old who's ruling the world as far as the batting charts are concerned. We didn't have the services of Jasprit Bumrah, the very best in this format. We don't have the services of a Hardik Pandya. We are trying, a Prince Yadav who's just 2 matches, 3 matches old. We are trying different combinations as far as our spin combination is concerned. We have tried a Ravi Bishnoi also. So it's not like that this team is going with full throttle energy and power and we are not winning anything. Yes, they are trying multiple things. They are changing different things. But obviously, if you are repeating a mistake continuously from Belfast to now Trent Bridge, if you are repeating a single mistake multiple times, then there needs to be tough questions to be asked from the team management, also from the batting coach, also from the head coach, also from the players, also. And that's where the thing comes down to here in Bristol. That, as I said in the first part of this answer, that I'm not here to see this team win. Obviously, if they win, it will be really good. But I'm not here to see only the victory sign in front of my team. I want answers. I want counter plans. I want them play hook, pull, short arm jabs, square cuts, over covers, over point, backward. Something behind the wickets. Those are the shots I really want to see specifically against fast bowlers. And if not that, then hit it over their head, hit it down the line, hit it out of the park in V. That's what I'm here to look forward to, Srishti. So yeah, that's the most important thing. Otherwise, we can win the 2 games here, but we can easily lose somewhere in New Zealand, or maybe in the most important
Yes.
part in South Africa. So that's not even South Africa, but in Australia and New Zealand also, because your upcoming T20 World Cup is in Australia and New Zealand. So those were the bouncy wickets, and we all know that what kind of a challenge we face in those kind of conditions. If you are not able to beat the bounce here in English wickets, you cannot beat the bounce in Australian wickets. Those were the toughest wickets as far as the bounce are concerned, and those are still the very toughest wickets as far as the bounce is concerned. So yeah, it's going to be a very difficult challenge, but yeah, they need some counter-attacking plans.
Yes, yes, very, very, very good answer, Rohit, and very rightly said. Because the most important thing is, like, whenever you win, people stop asking questions, because there is the victory, the win, India win written in front of you everywhere. So that's the reason people stop asking questions when you win. But I think the questions should have been asked, even if you win, or even, see, if you lose, questions will obviously be asked, but they should be also answered if you are winning as well. So that's the most important thing. And Amit very rightly said in the beginning that when the bowling is doing a good job, the batting is not doing a good job. When the batting is doing a good job, and at that time the bowling is struggling. When both of them are doing a good job, fielding, we are struggling in fielding. It's as simple as that. So it's very much important. Apart from these things also, it is very much important for Indian team to play as a team. Play as a team, not in a negative way, but yeah, like backing each other, doing the 100% in all the three formats, in batting, in bowling, and also in fielding. So that's the thing. Amit, you want to add up something to Rohit's point?
No, the Rohit has explained properly that again the same thing that which I also agree with him that if you are not if you win these games here, but if you are not find a permanent solution, then you have to face the heat in upcoming tours like South Africa, England, or Australia, everywhere. And I guess the one thing which I have observed that the throwdown special is also most important stuffs because their player अपने हिसाब से जो है वो गेंद की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, which I saw Vaibhav Suryavanshi that day. He used to ask Raghu and Nonuan, those who are very quick and bowling on his chest, because there are problems that Vaibhav Suryavanshi can't play the bouncing ball जो उसको यहाँ पर चेस्ट पे जोफ्रा आर्चर ने जिस रीप से डाला था. He was doing 45 minutes individual practice along with the throwdown specialist, and he asked them to just bowl on this particular line. And his partner Abhishek Sharma was watching from the other end that how he's doing the practice. But apart from Abhishek and Vaibhav, none of the players which I saw, Akshar Patel was there. The footages which I have. Apart from these two three players, I don't think so. Any player will come individually and ask this throwdown specialist to just give them some special kind of a practice. And team management also knows about this. So that intent you have to be shown in front of in during the nets and ask them कि मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम है, आप मुझे इस तरीके की प्रैक्टिस करवाइए. जब तक ये चीज नहीं होगी तब तक सृष्टि जो है वो परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन नहीं निकलेगा. सो वी ऑल आर जस्ट वेटिंग दैट today at least we start our winning process कि आज जो हमारा एक खाता खुल जाए, and at least we can
हाँ.
level up the series, and then in upcoming days we'll just settle down whatever the problem which we are facing. Let's hope we are just going a day by day. जो हम कहते हैं क्रिकेटिंग नेचर में भी टीम भी हर बार बोलती है कि हम मैच बाय मैच थिंकिंग करते हैं. तो होप इस मैच में जो थिंकिंग होगी वो पॉजिटिव हो, तमाम डिपार्टमेंट में जो इंडियन टीम स्ट्रगल कर रही है उससे निजात पाए, एंड एटलीस्ट एंड ऑफ द डे पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट विल कम.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल सही बात है, क्योंकि हम हमेशा एक बात बोलते हैं कि हारने में दिक्कत नहीं है, हार कोई भी कभी भी किसी से भी हार सकता है, दैट्स नॉट अ बिग डील, दैट्स नॉट अ इश्यू. हाँ, जो कमियाँ हैं, खामियाँ, उन पे बिल्कुल काम करनी चाहिए हार के बाद, बट बात वही है कि हारने में दिक्कत नहीं है, अगर आप फाइट करके, लड़ के हार रहे हो, तो तब उस बारे में फिर बात होती है कि एटलीस्ट आपने फाइट दिया है. और
एग्जैक्टली.
अगर आज वो फाइट दिख गया, अगर आज वो फाइट दिख गई, ठीक है, रिजल्ट कुछ भी हो, अगर आज वो फाइट दिख गया, अगर आज दिख गया कि हाँ, पूरा अपने 100% पे खेले हैं, फिर भी ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत इधर-उधर रह गया. एक पल को वो फिर भी फैन्स किसी तरह बर्दाश्त कर लेंगे, किसी तरह उस चीज़ को लेट गो कर देंगे, चलो कोई बात नहीं, एटलीस्ट दे ट्राइड देयर बेस्ट. बट जिस तरीके से कैच प्रैक्टिस कराए जा रहे हैं, हम बेलफास्ट से देख रहे हैं, वो दिक्कत है मेरे हिसाब से. बट आई होप कि आज जो है कमबैक हो, आज जो है अच्छा मैच हमें देखने को मिले. भारतीय टीम के नज़रिए से मैं कह रही हूँ कि अच्छा मैच देखने को मिले. इंग्लैंड की तरफ से तो सब अच्छा ही है. So on this note, I think we should wrap the show. Thank you so much, Amit, for joining, and also thanks to Rohit for joining. For
प्लेजर.
more such updates, news, and latest news, keep watching Rev Sports. Thank you so much for watching.